What we're going to do now is just slide right into the next presentation. It's just a short session on safety with Dave Gill presenting and Dave Lasser moderating.
Well, thank you, everyone. Good morning from the heart of Silt territory, very soggy Silt territory today. I wish we had this rain in the middle of July, but I think we're getting a couple months worth this morning. It's been coming down pretty good. What I want to do, just in this next 10 minutes or so, I know Dan and Harley, you gave an awesome presentation on your communities, and wow, like Harley said, Dan, you really set the bar high, and Dan, congratulations on the award earlier today. So my bell rings here at noon, so I've got just about 6 slides or so to show you. This is basically an update of what the Woodlot and CFA Safety Committee meeting has been up to over the past couple of years. I don't think we've presented at an AGM or conference since about I think it was Tumbler Ridge was the last time we did one. Some of you may know about this committee, and some may not. So I'm going to just do a quick overview of who we are, what we do, and some of the things we've done over the last couple of years. Oops. So our committee is led by Dustin Meyerhofer from the BC Forest Safety Council. He's a director with the Transportation and Northern Safety people up in Prince George. He drives the bus and he keeps the rest of us on track. From the Woodlot Association, we have Gary Hansen, Ken Dodd, and Rick Walters. And from the Community Forest Association, we have myself and Bill Golding. Dave Lasser has been on this committee for, I think, probably 5 years or maybe even longer. But he has just recently retired from it. So the work that we're going to show you is work that Dave was involved in as well. So what's our mandate? Basically, our mandate is to identify what kind of safety issues are relevant to small tenures, basically across all geographic areas of the province. Now, safety is probably one of the most important things we do, but it's certainly not one of the sexiest things we do. It's hard to get a lot of interest in it, but everybody knows that without safety, really we shouldn't be out there at all. So our intent is to, when issues do pop up, we try to address them. We meet approximately once every quarter, and we try to develop solutions to the issues that come to our attention. We use the experience of our group and the resources of the BC Forest Safety Council to develop those solutions. And then we distribute those solutions, usually through short safety bulletins, and these are delivered to our memberships, and in our case, through the BCCFA website. And then one thing that we really haven't gotten involved with yet in too much of an extent is the monitoring component and seeing how these solutions are working for you. I'm going to dive even deeper into technology here and see if this link will work. Awesome. All right, so where are we? We're on the BCCFA website, resources tab, safety publications. So in this tab, there's a list of articles that Sue has posted to this tab. And then further down, there's some articles that our group has produced over the years as well. So safety plan, I'm going to come to the safety plan in a little bit, but first of all, I'd like to show you a couple of the other ones that are on the website here. So for example, if you're ever interested in knowing what a prime contractor has to do, and I click that and it's probably on another screen, right? Probably. I'm not going to.
It's good. That worked.
Oh, it did, eh? So you can see the actual document, Ken.
Correct.
Awesome. So this is the prime contractor document, for example. All of our articles are kind of set up the same way. We give a little bit of an introduction. We try to define some of the words that we're using in the document. And then we go to any potential questions that might be associated with the document. And then towards the end, we have some links to some other resources that you could look towards if you look for some more, if you're looking for some more information. Another one here on the safety responsibilities of directors and board members. Again, here's a link to that particular document. And again, like I said, it's set up the same way. Talks about legislation, some potential questions, and then some links as well. Another one that seems to be quite popular with people is, are you a supervisor? And in this particular case, again, set up the same way. So there are, I believe, geez, I can't remember, 7 or 8 of these type of safety bulletins on the website that if you ever have any questions about your role or the role of your prime contractor or your contractor who may not be prime, in which case you are, these bulletins are all intended to provide some clarity for you. I'm just going to back out of this a little bit and go back up to the safety plan. This is our newest publication, and I'm just going to click onto this and hope it works as well. But every licensee, whether you're a big licensee or a little one like ourselves, you need a safety plan. And so what we've developed here are 3 different templates of safety plans that you could use if you don't have one, or if you're looking at upgrading the one you currently work with. And they're based on 3 different scenarios, and I'll just quickly go through those. The first scenario is intended for tenure holders who basically contract everything out. All you're doing is looking after the administrative side of the license, and all of the work is being done by contractors and consultants. Scenario 2 is where you contract out the high-risk activities such as logging or hauling or road building, but you do the silviculture surveys, the layout, tree planting supervision, that sort of thing. And scenario 3 is for those who do it all. You're taking on everything right through from planning to layout to road building, logging, hauling, and everything. I'm just going to click on scenario 2, and hopefully everyone can still see, because I don't know how many tabs deep I'm into this, but this is an example of what scenario 2 looks like. And these are fillable PDFs. You can just fill them out and you can cut and paste as you see fit, because we know full well that everyone's has different circumstances and different needs for their safety plan. So I'm just going to quickly go through just the very beginning of these things, but this page basically describes whether or not the scenario is for you. And after reading the first page or so, you will know if this is your scenario or not. And then there are a summary of what's in the template, the forms that may or may not be required depending on your circumstance. There is a draft policy that you can wordsmith to your heart's content, a template for your emergency response plan, and we have all sorts of forms that, again, depending on your operation, you may or may not use. It looks long, it is long, it's 81 pages long, but it can be tailored for your needs. So it's only as long as you need it to be. We will be upgrading, actually, we just recently sent Susan a package of basically updating all of our articles to a new format. And with that, there'll be a survey for for the safety templates too, just to get your feedback on whether or not they're working for you, or if there's anything that we can do to make them easier to use. So I'm just going to back out of this, and rather than trying to find that other screen that from my PowerPoint presentation, I'm not going to go there because it was only the final closing summary. And the closing summary basically is take a look at these, find out if there's anything there that's useful for you. If you have any questions, you can get a hold of me, or you can send an email to BCC or info@bccfa.ca, or the info@BCCFA, and the message will get to us, and I'll be able to take it to the committee, and we'll look at that. And in the meantime, the survey will also have some contact information too when that comes out. So yeah, that was really all I had to cover on the safety side of things. It's been a pleasure, Dave, working with you on this committee for the years that we worked on it together. It was, I'm just going to put turn the tables a little bit. When I first joined, Dave was already on this committee, and he said, Dave, we got to make this thing move along a little bit faster. And, thanks to you, Dave, I really think with your energy and your getting down to it kind of attitude, we actually accomplished a lot more than I thought we could. So thank you very much. If anyone has any questions, please feel free to ask me. Thanks.
Well, I just want to thank you, Dave. That was a great overview of the safety tab on our website. I encourage you guys to go there, and I will get those revised documents set up there as soon as possible. And I also want to just say thank you, and that a donation has been made on your behalf to the Village of Lytton Rebuild Fund. Dave Lasser, did you want to say anything? It's your last hurrah here. Doesn't seem like we can hear you. Anyway, I'm going to close this session, and I want to remind you, though, that at 12:30, you can log back into the FeedLoop site, and Eric Leslie from here at Proctor Community Forests will be giving a fabulous presentation on their climate change adaptation work. And the session will be moderated by Rolly Russell, who's the Parliamentary Secretary of Forest Lands, Natural Resource Operations and Rural Development, and also the MLA for Boundaries and Milkameen, where Dan McMaster's from. So we're really fortunate to be welcoming the two of them for our last session. So I hope you'll all join us. And with that, I thank you very much, and we'll be signing off.